Me to do the interview because they explained me that Eddy doesn't speak English, so we will be speaking French, and I will make the translation. So, but as you can see, I'm useless, but that's very good. Okay, Matt, come on.
It's better than yours.
Thank you, Patrick. I know you're always here to help me. But by the way, how did you get this cycling champion? How did you get champion?
To get champion, first of all, you have to need talent by your mother, your father, when you make you, and then also working very hard. I think that's talent is not only.
You wanted to become a cyclist very soon. You always wanted.
Yes. I don't know because nobody in my family was a cyclist. So I have only an uncle who was a football player, second division. So, but since I was a kid, 3 years old, and always dream to be a cyclist. When I do testing at school when I was 7, 8 years, and they asked me, "What will you do later?" Cyclist. It's not a job. It's a sport. So, but I make for my job, not for my sport, for my hobby. I make a job, and that's the most beautiful thing that you could have.
Okay, very good. So, Eddy, many times you said that after being the best champion in cycling, you had always a great team around you that came with you, and you started this factory of very famous bikes. So what does mean a team for you?
I think this thing is very important because also as a cyclist now you can win. It's an individual sport, but that you do with a team, and without a team you cannot win. Because it's necessary that a team spirit and the team is very important, and alone you cannot win. You need a team around you. It's the same when in the business. If you're not a good team around you, you cannot win. The spirit of the team is very important, and still now I'm still riding the bikes on the weekends, and different of my old teammates. Always my friends and riding with me.
That's very good. And of course, speaking of the team, I have some kind thoughts about Christian Vasino, Andreas and Peter, who are part of the team who works with Patrick. And I have to say, maybe you could see it, but we are very pleased to be friends. We are a team, and probably that is also helpful for Patrick and for the Aleco group as well. So, now let's move to the Ventoux. So what does mean Ventoux for you, Eddy?
Ventoux is a nice climb. Yeah, it's about 27 kilometers, I think so.
Only 27?
Yeah, only 27. That's not
nothing.
No.
10 minutes for you?
No, it's less than 1 hour. So it's not the record, but I think the record is about 48, 29 when you do
48 minutes.
I did it in 1970 after a stage of 250 kilometers, and this is, I think, about 49 minutes and so on. Less than 1 hour.
This is very motivating for
long time ago.
Okay, but of course we're gonna try to get most of our experience.
You know, the experience, you know, the Ventoux is a very hard climb, and especially, the beginning is steep, but then when you come to the Chalet Renard, and it's like the moon, nothing growing there, and what you can have a lot of difference of temperature. You can have like 25 degrees in the back of the Ventoux. You can get up at 5 degrees only. So I hope in September, because that the weather will be good, because when sometimes also the weather's very windy, you have to close the Ventoux. And I remember 1 or 2 years ago, some friends do every year the Ventoux with doctors, and they had to stop it because it was too windy, it was too dangerous, and I hope that the 12th of September you will enjoy it, and it was very nice weather, not too hot, not too cold, and that everybody goes up.
So of course, given your fantastic experience, what kind of tips would you give us in terms of advice? What should we do to make it a success?
Yeah, I think for sure we will be trained. No, that's the most important thing. If you're not trained, you can forget it. And I think so also in the beginning, when also if you feel good, that not to use too big gear, because it's 27 kilometers is short, but for climbing it's not that so easy. And then after on the end, when you're very good, then you can put a bigger gear, but in the beginning, not push too big gear, because otherwise, if you be parked, it'll be difficult to go back.
So we need to be wise, to be very wise at the beginning.
Only the professionals, like some of them are professional people who are doing 15 or 20,000 kilometers a year. They know them better. They are climbing maybe other because there are climbs or are more difficult than the Mont Ventoux, but the Mont Ventoux is very special. Especially because the second part, when you arrive on the Chalet Renard, it's very impressive.
So just to remind you, Chalet Renard is after the 2/3 of the distance. And you have a Chalet Renard. It's not flat, not easy, but you believe, you're going to have some relief, but it's not true, because you still have, again, 6 kilometers, around 7 to 9%.
Yeah, and you think it's nothing, but I think I can tell you the last 6 kilometers of the Ventoux, it looks not hard, but they are very hard.
Okay, so Eddy, all of my colleagues and me, we still have 5 months before the Mont Ventoux climbing. So, which kind of you told us that we need to be trained, but what should we do more in order to make it really something that we can be as a success, or something we'll do very well?
I think first of all that you have trained very well. You have to not train immediately in the mountains. You have to train first of all to try to do a lot of kilometers, that you have a good
we need to
endurance.
accumulate a lot of kilometers before.
Absolutely. Accumulate some kilometers, and then also in the beginning not train too hard climbs, and then after to the end, and also I think a few days before you climb the Ventoux, not trying too much, can go the bike, but not forcing too much, that you have enough reserves to win on top of the Ventoux.
Okay, and last question about your bikes, because they are very famous. We saw very nice bikes, so can you explain the success and the secret of the success of bikes that some people don't hesitate to put more than 10,000 euros for getting a bike? What is the secret for having so successful bikes?
Yeah, I think it's the experience of the competition, and also the quality of the fiber that we use. We have a good,
and also the brand. And also the brand, Eddy Merckx.
Yeah, the brand. Yeah, if you ride Eddy Merckx, you surely ride faster. That's normal.
I knew.
But I think it's the compromise between the quality and also the experience that we have in the geometry of the bikes is very important, and also the safety of the bikes is very important. For climbing, okay, the weight is very important, but for the descent and things like that, the safety for me is the most important thing that you have to build bikes.
Okay, Eddy, so now the interview is over. So of course I would like very much to thank you for taking off your time to be with us. That's a great honor. We are very inspired and motivated, and for sure we'll do our very best, not only for Adecco, for you, but also for Win4Youth. And again, on behalf of all of my colleagues, we'd like to deeply thank you for being here with us. Thank you so much.
I hope everybody will climb the Ventoux, but the day before, not too much wine, it's better.
Okay, merci.